just got third with Cyber Dragon Kaijus. So what do you think about the deck?
Yeah, so it played pretty well. As I say, come third, 3 wins, 1 draw, and a loss. So get into the deck. Obviously, standard 3 Cyber Dragons. Again, standard 3 core. When he's normal summoned, he searches out Cyber Repair Plant, which is the search card of the deck. You play 3 Cyber Dragon Dry. When he's normal summoned, he makes all Cyber Dragons on the field level 5. So it lets you go into Nova and then into Infinity plays. Then I'll play 3 Cyber Dragons Vi. The reason I play him over things like Cyber Toon Dragon is because you reveal 1 spell card in your hand and he becomes Cyber Dragon, which lets you go and do Fortress Dragon plays. So that's the Cyber Dragon engine for the deck.
We get any move kick out or any move I didn't know now?
No, I think that's pretty standard. You can maybe take a Svi out and put a Cyber Toon in, but I wouldn't be recommended. As for the Kaiju aspect of the deck, 3 Jizukiru, so what you want to do is spell summon him onto your opponent's side of the field. Because he's a machine, you contact fuse using your Cyber Dragon monsters into Fortress Dragon. 2 Kaiju Sea Turtle.
Gives a beat over.
Yeah, again, because he's level 8 as well, and Fortress Dragon's at level 8, lets you go into rank 8 XYZs. And then play 1 Thunder King, just because he's another Kaiju for the deck. And again, if you need him, because of the 3300 attack, he's there. And then the 1 Dust Kaiju. Again, if you're in a situation where you need to beat over the seal, then you've got 2700 BA. And then the last 2 monsters of the deck, just 2 maxis for draw power. You could play a third one if you wanted to, but I felt like 2 was the best in the deck.
Oh yeah, that's always a good move,
So that's it for the monsters. For spells, you play 3 Repair Plant. Like I said, it's a search card of the deck. You have a Cyber Dragon in grave, lets you search for 1 Light Machine from deck, so you can search for any Cyber Dragon monster or any or Jizukiru.
You also can add 1 from grave to deck, can't you?
Yeah, if you have 3 Cyber Dragons in grave, you search for the light first, and then the second effect, it lets you shuffle 1 of your Cyber Dragons back in. Then you play 3 Power Bond.
OTK?
Yeah, lets you go into Rampage Dragon. If you go into Rampage Dragon and they can't get over it, you win. So you want to see that. You can also go into, if you don't have 2 Cyber Dragons and you have another machine such as Jizukiru, you can go into Over Dragon with that. 3 Twin Twister, because this deck loses against back row, so you want to destroy as many spells and traps as possible. 3 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. The dark hole of the deck gets rid of problems, special summons what you want, and again you can make Fortress Dragon players off that. You special summon Jizukiru onto their side of the field. You go Fortress Dragon because you already, and then you special summon 1 of the 8s, so you could do the Sea Turtle or the Dust Kaiju, and then you can go into rank 8 players. To 2 Machine Dupe, that's for the cores. So you normal summon the core and you machine dupe and special summons 2 Cyber Dragons, let you go and do a Nova plays and then Infinity plays. 2's a nice amount, 3 with Clog, and then 1. You kind of want to see it more often than 1, and plus you can search out the core if you want with your Repair Plants, so 2 is definitely the best. And then for 1-ofs, we play 1 Upstart, self-explanatory, 1 Foolish. Kind of want your core in grave because you can banish him to special summon a Cyber Dragon if your opponent controls a monster and you don't. 1 limited removal, self-explanatory. 1 instant fusion to go into Pair Cycroid for that level 5 to go into your Nova and your Infinity play, and then the 1 day apiece. Just because it stalls out your opponent for an extra turn, and then you can go for the OTK hopefully in the following turn. And there's no traps in this deck, so that's the main deck complete. As for the extra deck, play 2 Infinity.
Standard.
Yeah, so you go into your dry, he makes them all level 5, you go into Nova, and then you make your Infinity play. And then for another spare 5, if you can go into 2 5s in the same turn, because you can't summon 2 Infinities in that turn, just as another option, you're going to play it. My opinion is the best generic rank 5 to use. Other ones you could use are Tiras or Volcasaurus. And then for the rank 8s, when you've got the Fortress Dragon and the Kaiju on the field, you can either go and do Divine Dragon Knife Felgrand or Hope Harbinger. So if the opponent's spell base, you want to play this, and then this is just got a generic card, you can negate opponent's monster effects, so that's a good offensive effect, and then defensively you can protect himself from anything. So that's it for the XYZs. And then the fusions, 3 Fortress Dragon. Like I say, that's one of the key features of the deck, going into Fortress Dragon using the Jizukiri that you special summon to their side of the field.
And then 2 pulse him basically.
Yeah, mainly you get him out with 2000. If you're playing against a machine matchup, you may be able to get him out with more attack. Then you play 2 Rampage Dragons for the power bond targets. Again, if they can't stop the Rampage Dragon, it's basically game. He comes out in 42. You send 2 light machines from deck to grave. He gains an extra 2 attacks, so he can attack 3 times for 4200. And then when he's summoned as well, he pops spells and traps up to the number of fusion materials, which is normally 2. So he's good in that aspect. Sometimes you don't have 2 Cyber Dragons to power bond into, so you might have a Cyber Dragon and a Jizukiri, so you want to go into Over Dragon. He's not as good, but he can attack monsters up to the number of times of the fusion materials, which is normally 2. But yeah, sometimes you just can't go into the Rampage Dragon, so that's a good option. Then the instant fusion target, and sometimes the power bond target, is Paracycroid, so he's level 5. You summon him, go into your rank 5 players, or you can power bond into him using 2 machines with the same name. Then it can attack direct for 32, which is really good. And then the last card is Babaroi, the Ultimate Power Machine. If your Nova gets striked or warninged or anything that's sent it to the grave, his effect lets you special summon 1 fusion from the extra deck, so you choose him. 4k beta, he can attack all monsters your opponent controls, and does 1,000 for each one. Plus it negates any effects that resolve when they're destroyed and in the graveyard, so it's really good. So that's it for the extra deck. For the side deck, 2 effect feelers, pretty self-explanatory, just negate opponent's monsters' effects.
Mainly money.
Stop the players. 2 Flying Sea for mainly BA. We play against other matchups, stop them going into XYZ players. 1 Ghost Ogre, again, just the ability to destroy spells, traps or monsters. And then we're going into Ghost Reaper. It's good against someone that's playing the same extra cards.
Mainly Chimera Tech, because they've always had it in.
Yeah, exactly. The opponent's mainly going to win a Chimera Tech, so if you get that in hand, discard it, banish all the Chimera Techs. Then we play 2 Masker Restrict for Monarchs, 2 Magic Deflectors, gets over spell heavy decks.
Yeah.
Again, such as Monarchs. 2 Rivalry of Warlords, shuts down decks with multiple monster typings. 2 Royal Decree, because don't main deck any traps, and if I don't really need to go into any of these, Royal Decree is a good option. And then finally 1 Spell Shot Runner for Pendulums,